Wanjima. Here we are again. Third year, fourth year, that we've been doing these videos with a little preamble and that, but you know, Graham is not here this year. Gary's not here this year, going off to see kids, other excuses, whatever they are. And so I'm thinking, they asked me to do the video, right? And why not go back to a similar theme of what I did 3-4 years ago when I was doing all the work myself.
Oh yes, how could we ever forget?
So here's what I've done so far. Tell me what you think.
Let's see. Oh boy. All right. Whoa. This looks like a lot of self-grandizement as well, Lou. It's all about you. And you know what? It's not. It's about the club, the members, and the fun that we have. And this video is just trying to capture all that we do during a fun-filled year.
But Tom, what I'm thinking is, you know, you don't do anything. and
I'm here.
Yeah, but I meant like the work part of it. And Graham isn't here, and you know, Graham's sort of taken over. And
I'm just saying we need a different beginning.
All right, well, I put together another one. Let's see how this works. I left out all of that by Lou Lapomi, this Lou Lapomi, that. This is just simple, and I think it's pretty catchy. See what you
Okay,
think.
all right, good. Oh boy, Lou, you know, it's creative, it's unique, I'll give you props for all that, but once again we see it's all about you. Can we get on with the Game of Thrones theme and move on?
So you're saying you like this better?
I need a drink.
In case you don't like it, or even if you do like it. So the main dish tonight is a veal short rib.
Hazelnut butter, sweet cream, maple foam, and a sour apple cream puff. So I'm trying to accent just a little bit of the apple that you might get in a
For the green label, you really can put ice in it because nobody cares, okay?
What a
AISLA. It's where it's Trump Turnberry. Isla is
I-S.
the
name on the bottle.
Tell them, Lou. AISLA is the course in Trump Turnberry's course. I said it a month ago.
Are you saying Trump screwed it up?
Isla. I'm just saying it's called Isla.
trip to the morgue instead of a trip back here to the bar.
And cut ye up with ready stuff. Trenching your like on a ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight!
That is a very strange custom.
I suppose it does seem strange from a foreigner's perspective.
Seems normal to you?
It's tradition.
It's a pleasure and honor to speak with you tonight, and I will in fact keep this short. First, I want to just briefly summarize some of the improvements we've made at the North Gate. And then we're going to look at Terry. Oh shit, this is the wrong speech. Give me the right papers. Sadly, sometimes our sex drives are not well aligned. Oh, you want an example? This will not be pornographic. No. Last Saturday evening, I asked, Hon, should we try swapping positions tonight? She answered, sure. That's a great idea. You stand by the stove, and I'll sit in front of the TV and pass wind.
I'm not perfect either, but sometimes the problem clearly lies with him. For example, our fight the other evening was totally his fault. After a nice dinner, we sat down in the family room, and I asked him, "What's on the TV tonight?" And he said, "Dust." As you can see, one of the problems is that men are so literal. Here's another example. Just over 3 years ago, Stuart said, "Annie, in a few months we will be married for 25 years, and I'd like to get you a nice new car for our anniversary." So I replied, "Oh, Stookie, nothing would please me more." So he got me nothing for our anniversary. Despite all our differences with men, I am truly the luckiest lassie in the world. Lassies, I invite you all to stand up and raise your glasses and bring a toast to those gentlemen in the room, without whom we wouldn't have so much to talk about, and without whom we would never love or be loved so dearly. Slam Shavar, to the lands.
We need to get this video. Now look over here. Oh, thank you. He's overdue. He's overdue. Oh, I'm overdue. What am I overdue of?
And he's having a baby elephant.
No,
No, there's just something wrong. There's a bottle here, it's all night, that's not open.
I didn't go.
And no one's admitting to bringing it.
I told you it's mine.
There's like controversy.
I told you that
Okay.
I brought it.
What?
That it's cooked.
Never venture away from it. But anyway, I bought the cask in 2007. It was the last year that Kilhoman allowed a public offer. They would do these kinds of things to raise operating funds in the first 2 or 3 years, and then they shut that down. Well, I got in and got a single cask, and it comes out pretty strong at 56%. So it's not something you want to sip all night. You won't remember the last glass. You'll wake up the next morning and say, when did I drink the last glass? But anyway, it's a lovely deep amber because most of the Kilhoman or all the Kilhoman products are left 10 years or younger. They don't have a product on the market now that is a 12-year-old. So the single releases and the single cask releases, some of them are 12 years. So this is a 12-year-old. But it was the traveling monks from Europe who went to Scotland and to Ireland between 1100 and 1300. It was the monks who carried this distillation process over to the islands, and from Ireland eventually into the island and the other islands of Scotland. They say that whiskey was invented in Ireland, but it was perfected in Scotland. So I drink the whiskey because I really enjoy it.
Upstage, the C chapter. I thank you so very much for this generous
Yeah, really not so lean and mean. I got good eyesight, I'll be alright. I get my dentures shining bright. I got a deaf right ear, but those golf carts I can steer. Well, we're not young like we once were. Why don't you come along, old girl? Gonna play the Cedar Tour. Well, this place is just right for me. Probably can't compete with me, but I think I can take Chi-Chi. Be a big star, smoke big cigars. I know I'll make it big someday. Hope I don't get too big ahead. I only wanna stay and play. I get a bunch of stuff for free, just keep my big gut out of the way. I'll smile, won't frown, not like those other clowns. Well, we're not young like we once were. Why don't you come along, old girl? We're gonna play the Cedar Tour. Well, this place is just right for me. I probably can't compete with Lee. I just wanna meet AP. Be a big star, smoke big cigars. I know I'll make it big someday.
Should a rule be violated, and unfortunately, when that occurs, there's always been around a disguised single malt. Because we've had pure malts, we've had malts, we've had a lot of different covers, but they are always identified. They're identified, and the ridicule that follows and the shaming that takes place is rather serious and very embarrassing for the beholder of that disguised single malt.
And shall we show them how we shame people? And maybe we should reprise the shaming we once did of Lou.
Therefore,
shame, 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 shame,
shame, shame, shame, shame.
Again, I say, shame,
Shame! 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 Shame!
Gentlemen, maybe you could help me. What is the name of our club?
Single Malt
Whiskey. While Grant's is a fine whiskey, it is a blend. It is a blend. It is a blend. And therefore, so because you are a new member and we have not had an official orientation and indoctrination, we will not go through the normal Community by chance brought this lovely bottle of whiskey. I think that was me. Actually, this will serve as an orientation for all our gentlemen. What's the name of our club? Single Malt Whiskey Club. Blended Scotch
Shame! 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 Shame!
It's a beautiful label, but, and it's good. Really, I need everybody's attention because, frankly, this disappoints me to no end.
We can
charter member. And in fact,
there's only
somebody that does a lot for the club. No kidding aside, he does a lot for the club. Yet, one of the rules of the club is, what do we do when we walk in the door to somebody hosting the house? We bring a bottle of
Single Malt.
Single Malt. Jerry, Single Malt. Tonight, I came up with my dear friend and neighbor.
Who's going to take you home?
And he came
Tom, I've got a car.
empty-handed. He brought no whiskey. Wherever you are, we're glad to have you back.
You have no idea.
Yeah. But now, remember I said there was good news. I'm afraid we have a little bad news again. And once again, it comes from a new member.
Oh no!
It's a single pot still. When looked up, is of mixed mash and barley.
Oh!
So since we have a couple of new rules,
I cheated.
since we have
New members, not new rules.
new members, we do have two basic rules. One, you bring an hors d'oeuvre, and two, what's the name of our club? And what do we do when we have violations?
Shame! 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 Shame!
And then God,
It feels like I'm
call back to CMS.
But it doesn't mean we won't enjoy it. it's come to my attention through a roundabout means, as these things usually do, that Julio, who we welcome to the club.
Oh no!
And in the past when we've had such episodes, we've had pure malts, we've had blends. I can't even remember what else we've had. But this is a first, Julio. Nobody's ever brought a bourbon. Now, as we usually do, guys, what's the name of our club? The Single Malt Club. And what do we do when people don't follow the rules?
Shame! 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 Shame!
Wait, Tom,
Okay, attention! We have no speech.
Wait a second.
Whoa!
Hey,
Tom, it's a skinner.
I've been told, after shaming my good friend Julio, Julio brought a Lefroy, which is not only...
Lefroy.
brought this laptop. Stand up, which is not only a single malt, but a manly single malt. So I've investigated this and found that he did not bring a bourbon, and that he was falsely shamed.
Oh, Mr. Peter!
Shame! 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 It was a setup!
Do you have a rebuttal?
It's a Ukraine vodka.
Do you have a rebuttal?
I was only doing what the host told me.
Yeah!
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Truth be told, bourbon would be better than the Lefroy.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. This was serious, but it turned into something fun.